It is week 15 in NCAA 14 Dynasty for your Wyoming Cowboys, and they are sitting on the 9-3 season so far, 9-3 record. And after last week's performance, they are not heading to the Mountain West Conference Championship. They were slammed by Utah State Aggies, and it's just a performance you don't expect from your Wyoming Cowboys. But this week, we're able to take a week off. It is going to be one of those updates and recruiting videos that you guys will see. And first off, we're going to take it over to check out the top stories of the week. And first off, we got the upset from Alabama. Auburn's beating them. Michigan takes off number 1 ranked Ohio State, so the ratings are getting shaken up. The Oregon Ducks are number 1 ranked after beating their rivals, Oregon State. And Texas A&M beats Missouri. Miami takes over Pittsburgh to go 7-1 in the ACC. And Nebraska beats Iowa in a close one. Ohio over Ball State, taking them to the postseason, or bowl season as we like to call it here in the NCAA. And here we're going to take a look at the top 25 polls as standing right now. Oregon's ranked number 1, South Carolina at 11-1, Oklahoma 10-1, Louisville at 4 with 10-1. Ohio State, after the loss to Michigan, is ranked number 5. Georgia Tech at 6, Boise State at 7. Their only loss on the season is to Wyoming. Texas number 8 at 9-2. Michigan number 9 with 9-2. Nebraska, Miami, Alabama, after losing to Auburn, takes all the way back to number 12 seed. Ole Miss, Michigan State, North Carolina, Northern Illinois, Arizona. Florida at 9-3 at 18. After the loss to FSU, brings them back. Texas A&M, number 19 in the nation. Florida State, number 20. Notre Dame, 21. Clemson, 22. Auburn is pulled up from nothing, or from not being ranked to number 23. Northwestern stays at number 24. And as you can see here, Wyoming drops out after the loss from number 22 to not being ranked. As you can see, these are the Heisman hopefuls. Johnny Manziel taking the number 1 spot. Taylor Martinez at number 2, but stock is going down. Anthony Thomas, Kerry. And here are your semifinalists. Brett Smith ranked number 8 in the Maxwell Award. He is only a junior, so he will be eligible if he decides to come back next year. Walter Camp, again, Brett Smith, ranked in the top 15, ranked number 10. In the Bernard, not having anyone from our defense represent, but that's okay. Our defense is still playing really well. And then Nagorski is Davion Clowning, and our Eddie Yarbrough's ranked 5th, but he's only a sophomore. He's going to have a couple years coming to him. The O'Brien, Johnny Manziel takes the number 1 spot so far, and no one from our team represent, but I'm going to let you guys look at these just to see. And as you see, Trey Mason, number 3, look out for him. The Bolitnikov, couple representatives from the Mountain West Conference, right there with Matt Miller and Kellen Moore, both being seniors. The Mackey, number 1 spot, Boise State, and if you guys remember, he was giving us trouble. And we're going to take a look at all those tight ends, just a couple. The Outland, the number 1 performing offensive lineman. And we have a couple big names on here from Steen and also Matthews, Lawan, and the Remington, which is the best center in the nation. Lindsey right now holding the number 1 spot, but he is injured, so it might go to someone different. Harrison from UF is another big name in there. In the Lombardi, we have Davion Clowney, number 1, McClellan Edwards, and then Eddie Yarbrough is placed number 4th so far, but it's not over. Bowl season's still going, so we'll have to see. And Tochu and Nelson heading up the top 2 spots. But Georgia Tech looks like they have a couple big linebackers in there. And we're going to go to the Thorpe Joyner from FSU's taking the number 1 spot with Everett right behind him at Texas A&M. And Dominic Darquez Denard, sorry. And the best kicker, Groza Basil and Cantanzaro and Hawker, the number 3 spots in there. And for the guy, Hull from South Carolina, Weil from Michigan, and Texas Tech are the top 3. Best return, Murphy from Missouri, and of course, Odell Beckham from LSU. Or excuse me, Ohio State. And we're going to look at the season stats so far. And Miller with 786 yards receiving. Robert Herron with 864. We're going to try to get him to the at least 900 mark, but Lovett's number 1 spot. As you see here, the tacklers, Hala Api leading the nation with 65. Reese with 56 is second. We have one guy not in our defense that's leading the scores, but as you see here, our defense is dominating with tackles. And we have Eddie Yarbrough with leading the nation in sacks with 13. Burns is leading the team with 5 interceptions, ranked 39th in the nation. And the kicking leaders, Williamson with 56. And so we're going to take a look in the recruiting. We're going to actually first take a look in the players that we have already recruited and have committed to our team. First off is Eric Ross, a 62 overall quarterback. He's a scrambler. Here's a couple of his stats. As you see here, not the best accuracy thrower or doesn't have the biggest arm, but he does have a good bit of speed and a decent amount of agility. Bobby Hester, he is committed. He's a 60 overall linebacker, and he's a 2-star prospect, but we saw him about midway through, and we decided to pick up on him. He's got decent speed for linebacker, okay hitting power, not a great of tackle, but I think he'll do good as developed. Next up is a 1-star, I believe, 1-star, maybe 2. A 2-star prospect from Wyoming, Warren Jones, ranked 57 overall. He's balanced. He's got, let's see, we're going to take a look at his stats right now. He's got kind of slow, but his acceleration will make up for it. Zone coverage 64. He's another one we want to develop in the next couple of years and could possibly be a starter down the road, but possibly come in as a nickelback as well. And a 61 overall free safety from California, Antonio Gates. Do not have him confused with the professional tight end, but he's got good size. He's 6'3", 178. And let's take a look at a couple of his stats. He's 82 overall speed with 86 acceleration, but his hit power is at an 80. His zone coverage is 67, press 75, and man 61. He will need to develop next year. We're not looking to start him right away, but possibly, if need be, we can move him to a linebacker spot, and he can play well in there, I believe so as well. So, not necessarily a free safety on the college level, but could possibly be a linebacking prototype with that hit power at 80. So now we're going to take a look at some of the possible players that we have a big lead on. Austin Daniels, a 5-star athlete from Alabama. We got a 3,000 point lead on him. He's the number 1 ranked. He's not number 1 ranked. But here are some of his stats. He's got great speed, great throwing power, good accuracy. So he could be moved up in possibly the quarterback spot, or even He can play defense. He's an actual overall prototype. He's got 85 man and 85 zone with his press at 83. His catches at 75. His returns at 84. I mean, he can play any position he wants. Great tackle at 78. Route running 76. Tackles at 57, so he would have to need to improve on that. But hip power is at 60. So, I mean, really, guys, he can play any position at 89 speeds, not bad. His throwing accuracy and throwing and power is really well. He might be the next he might take the number 2 spot next season behind Smith if Smith returns, or he might just overall win. So, let's see here. Got the number 94th overall athlete. He's a JUCO transfer. Is Adam Peoples. We have a pretty big lead with him as well. He's a gem at 75 overall, 86 speed, 80 acceleration, jumping's at 82. Not big on hit power tackle, so he's probably going to be an offensive player that we can use. His catching's at 63, so it's not great. His throw power and accuracy are pretty good at 82 and 77. Great tackles at 77, trucking at 77, elusiveness at 74, excuse me, and stiff arm and spin move at 82 and 83 respectively. He looks like the type of guy who could be molded for the next running back position when after this year. Not sure exactly what to do with him, but if we get him, I'm sure we will put him in a place where he will be fitted well. And our big thing on the offseason is getting linebackers. We have a 2-star prospect, Wesley Ross, that I really like. I really would like to see him come into our defense. His speed's at 82, acceleration at 89. He is fast for a linebacker. His hit power's at 77, tackle at 57. He would have to work on that. But man coverage and zone coverage, as of right now, is pretty good. So can't really ask for more from a not small. I'm not going to be small. It's 6'3", 240. So Kevin Wood is at a 49 overall. We have a 2,000 point lead, and let's take a look at his skills. Didn't really look at much, but just need depth. So just in case I don't get him, don't get Ross, Wood would be a good potential backup. We found John Hamm midway through, and he's down a little bit, but still 61 overall is not bad at all. He's got 69 hit, 66 tackle, 80 speed, 87 acceleration. These guys are quick linebackers, and the coverages he would have to work on, but he looks more like a run stopper than a coverage guy. So we're only down 150 points for him. Jerome Whitfield, he is one that we like as well. 3-star prospect who's a run stopper. Only 140 down. He's 72 speed. His strength's at an 80. His hit power is 67. Play recognition 66. Not bad coverages. Power moves. He would be one we would use to plug the holes on the outside. Someone we could stop the stretch plays on. And possibly just use maybe inside if we need to. Todd Wade is another prospect we really like. He's a 2-star. He's not much has really been looked at over for him, but we're down almost 1,300 points. But we're going to stay in this battle for him. Ernest Powell, he's a 61 overall cornerback, JUCO transfer, and we're in the lead right now over Hawaii for him. His jumping's really well. His coverages aren't. We're not sure exactly what it is. His press is good at 74, but actually for a cornerback, hit power is really good as well. So we're going to take a look at the free safeties. As you can see here, Antonio Gates we have. So we're not really looking to add depth, but we actually got 2 on the board already. Another position we're looking at is to increase the depth. We have a JUCO transfer. Running back, possibly. Wide receivers we're looking at. Siegel's probably the number 1 guy right now with 57 overall. There's not really much to see on him, but he's a possession receiver, so he's not going to be that fast. Phil Thurman's one we're fighting over. He's a 3-star prospect, another possession receiver. So we're going to take a look at more players as well now. Tight ends we're needing a couple of. And a 2-star prospect, Mike Patrick, is a blocking tight end. We're down 100 points for him. Andy Rollins, a 1-star recruit. For JUCO transfer, he's got balance, so I'm not really sure if we want to go after him or spend more points after other players. But the biggest focus of this recruitment is going to be the offensive line, adding depth, adding the ability to have people come in and possibly change up the lineup. And right now, we're not really having any luck recruiting. We're down a couple, but one guy we're really interested in is this Terry Pino. He's 6'4", 300 pounds. He's a run-blocking offensive lineman, and we're only down 100 points, I believe, for him. So we're trying to get more into. And then we have Justin Jones, a 2-star prospect that we're down a little bit. Maurice Slaughter, we're trying to keep him in the race. He's 73 overall. He would be a great addition to this offensive line to be able to protect the quarterback, whether it be Smith or someone else. If Smith decides to tries to forego his luck in the draft and skip his senior year. So Maurice is a 4-star prospect from San Gabriel, California. He's 6'4", 285 basically. And we're really looking to him. There's 2 other people in our conference looking to get him. Obviously, he's a big prospect to get. He's the number 4 ranked center in the nation. But we'll just keep on it, keep grinding away the points, and hopefully this offseason, if he's still available, talk him into coming to Wyoming to start his career here. And there you have it, folks. That is it for the recruitment side. I hope you guys enjoyed this week's update and recruitment video. Check out next week for the conference championship, which we will not be in. So we'll probably skip that and go straight to bowl season to see where we stand and who we play. I hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like if you did, comment if you want, and subscribe if you haven't. We'll see you next time. Bye, guys.